Hey there, good morning. We are doing a little bit of post-Christmas 2020 cleanup and getting ready for the new year. And we haven't done a video in quite a while. It's been that crazy kind of COVID year, and there's two kinds of people in this scenario. Those who cranked on with videos and made great content, for those of us who just weren't feeling it and needed it to get by. So we just kind of hunkered down and worked a lot. Of course, 2020 brought a lot of the external factors, the COVID, Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, the election. There was just so much. We started kind of counting through everything that happened, kind of started with Kobe Bryant, and it was just a really cruddy year. And then we have a lot of internal family factors. We knew Brian was going to be laid off at the end of May, and we knew that was happening for about a year, and he'd been with the company about 22 years. So he got some severance, and we were blessed, and he was able to stay home, work on the eBay business. I was able to really teach him about it, which was great. He didn't know a lot about it. He now was running it after 6 months by himself, eBay, Poshmark, and he got a lot of offers. He's in IT, cybersecurity, and there's a lot of that going on around it right now with Russia and just things in the government. But we live in Fort Worth, and most of the jobs are in Dallas, which is usually about a 1.5 hour each way round trip. And he's been working at home for 8 years, and we're in our early 50s, and we just want to be going a different direction, a slow down direction, instead of a direction of kicking back up into the crazy 14, 16 hour days with your travel included, like we did in our 20s, 30s, and 40s. So we just kind of waited. I knew something was going to come, had some faith, and he started interviewing with the Fort Worth bus and train public transportation system in September, and all these other interviews were coming through and offers, and I just had faith in that. It's kind of an old school IT environment, fun guys who like to tease around, and it's not very corporate, it's very laid back, and it'd be a great place for him to retire. And right before Christmas, he got an offer, and it takes about 15 minutes each way, and he is really enjoying it so far. He's only been in 3 or 4 days, but anyway, so we had some challenges with our youngest daughter and remote learning. Nothing that anybody else isn't going through, but anyway, it's just been a crappy year. So I'm going to kick back into it. Now that Brian's working, we're going to have to figure out a new system for the business. Bill from, well, gosh, I was going to say 324 Finds, but they rebranded, and it's Flower and Anchor. Bill laughs at me all the time now because he knows what it's like to do a lot of the work while the women are working the corporate jobs, and now Brian's going back to work, and I'm going to have to get up early and do shipping and stuff, and he thinks it's pretty funny. But anyway, so what I'm doing this morning is kind of packing up Christmas. So you see we've got things in the background, and we did not feel like doing very much. So a lot of our stuff is still in the garage, and I'll show you what our tree looks like. It's quite funny, so don't laugh. Here you go. Our tree, it's like a Charlie Brown tree. It didn't look quite so bad with all the gifts underneath it. We found an old table in the garage, but our tree usually goes up to that chandelier, and we didn't want to deal with it. It takes like the whole day to put it up and fluff it and get ornaments on it, and we were just tired. So we had our fun little Charlie Brown tree and let kind of Maddox pick the ornaments on it. And now what I'm doing is I'm going through all of my boxes of ornaments for the big tree. So there's still presents from my parents. Christmas Day was a little remote and different, but I ordered these guys off of the Amazon. So there are bigger ones, and then there's little ones. And so I'm going through all of my boxes of ornaments. I have about I don't know, 6 of these. I got rid of a bunch before Christmas, like when I did that tree. Things that just didn't make me happy when I opened it. Christmas should be about when you open up your ornaments and go, oh my gosh, I love it. And so I got rid of some, but now I'm going through this because I have them just wrapped in old paper, and they just get older and older paper each year, and it's kind of a mess. So I'm going through them and putting them in here today. We just cleaned up my wine tree. I'm watching Josie from Fashion Mumbler do her Vlogmas. And then I'm gonna kick in and work on the living room. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. We didn't do everything in there either. We just did some greenery and lights and made things very simple. It's easier to do, I think, in our style. We have kind of a Tuscan Mexican style. Just add a little festivity and lights and it goes a long way. But I'm really kind of glad we didn't do it, because we had a very emotionally long Christmas Eve and Christmas Day because of COVID exposure, and then we had to change plans, and I didn't get to see my grandson live and in person for his first kind of Christmas, where he sort of understands. He's 2.5. So anyway, lots of stuff, and everybody has their own stuff. So I'm not whining or anything, but I'm just saying I'm glad that we didn't put up a bunch, because I'd be spending a couple of days putting it all away. Instead, I can organize what we've got and get rid of things, and you know, kind of organize Christmas. I thought about doing kind of a what we got each other for Christmas video. I like to watch them, but then there's this fine line where I don't like to watch the ones that it's just over the top luxury extravagance. I just like to get ideas from people, because I have such a hard time thinking of new fun ideas. I just like to see what people get. But anyway, that's what we're doing. Brian is cleaning up the kitchen in here. He's in there cleaning the kitchen. I think he's making some crusty bread beef au jus sandwiches, maybe. He did prime rib for Christmas Eve for just us and the kid, Peyton and Ty. It's usually everybody for Christmas Eve, but we did not do that. And so he's got leftover prime rib, so he's making kind of a sandwich there. So I'll check back with you guys later. What is it?
This is prime rib from Christmas Eve. Then I'm putting on a nice baguette with some Havarti. Gonna crisp it up in the oven, make the cheese all melty, and a little fat drippings from the meat will come across there. I'm gonna dip it in some au jus. Should be good stuff. All right.
Yum. Where's mine? Well, I got a call from a coworker who's like my family, and we patched in another coworker who is in Mexico for the holiday, just trying to get away from this madness, and talked for 2 hours. So he and she and I just caught up and everything. So, but while I did that, I got everything off of this tree, and such a sad tree. It's so funny, but I don't have to mess with it. And then I started picking up stuff in here. So let's see if the light will, this is where the light's coming in. We just did simple greenery, and this has beautiful twinkle lights in it at night. I'll show you guys later. And I just took down my stockings. We have these from Pottery Barn. I actually invested last year or the year before. Like, I'm 50. I'm going to invest in some decent stockings finally. But all of this stuff, we didn't get down hardly all of our stuff at all. These are all my, I have a lot of different Mexican and Southwestern nativity scenes. So I've got things like pulled out, and then a lot of it goes in there. So we just open it up, and all the stuff in the living room goes in here. And my wine tree went right there. And I've got it all cleaned up. I got to pull in back all of my Mexican pots and succulents that go back there. But slowly, the remnants of Christmas, pans and fudge and cookies, and it's like a mess, but slowly. Here's some Christmas. It's so sad when it's over. They're getting put away, but I am going to sit here with a cup of coffee. I got 2 new cookbooks, the 2 Magnolias, and I'm gonna just freaking chill out for a little bit. I might even check and see what kind of sales are out there after the holidays. So, you know, I don't need a thing after the holidays. I look so bad. I cried for like all day long on the 24th. So I just look terrible. I'm just sad about the world and sad about everything happening and how different things were, but I'm fine. I was just being stupid. So I usually go look like at Home Goods and Marshalls and Hobby Lobby and places like that to see if there's anything on major clearance, and I'm of course not doing that. We only go out if we absolutely have to, and it's usually the grocery store or Costco. But maybe I'll check out, see what's on sale at H&M and Zara, ASOS, Nordstrom. Anthropologie was a little disappointing this year. I just really didn't see anything out there that I was like excited about getting or watching to see if it went on sale. Of course, there's always stuff on SundanceCatalog.com because I love that whole Southwestern decor, but they're so freaking expensive. I mean, obnoxious expensive. And so's Grandin Road and Front Gate, which is absurd. But maybe I'll check out some of those and see what's on sale. I bet though it's the 26th at 3:11 Central Time, and I bet all the stuff is gone off of Grandin Road that was affordable for people. So anyway, that's how I'm wrapping up this day. Brian is upstairs playing video games with Bill from Girly Girl Style, and they do that on a regular basis, like every day. I think that they really helped each other kind of get through the solitary of COVID, and developed just such a great friendship. Brian just thinks of them as family, which, you know, for guys, it's hard to make friends like that, so it makes me happy. And so it's quiet. So I'm gonna do that. The kids are upstairs, and I've got my coffee, and when the sun goes down, I'll show you guys what everything looks like in here, what we're making for dinner, and I've got to make a list of what I've got to do for the business. So we put eBay on vacation. Like the first week of December, we decided to do that because the shipping situation, and with Poshmark, it's a little bit easier with shipping because if there's problems, they kind of deal with it. You know, somebody opens a case and they deal with it. Most people are reasonable and they know and understand the shipping and things that are going on, but I've had some really tacky eBay people over the last 4 or 5 months, not tons, but maybe 3, and we didn't want to deal with it. We did not want to deal with tracking a package down. Somebody had emailed us and said, hey, I was about to reach out to you and ask you to see if you could find my package midstream because it still hadn't arrived. And I thought, we have absolutely no way of doing that. That's impossible. But she's like, it arrived yesterday and I'm so happy, blah, blah, blah. But I thought, okay, how many others are we going to get like this? It just wasn't worth it for us. Since we're part-time, we just put it on vacation. Anyway, I'm rambling. I got to make a list of everything that I need to get done while I'm off next week for the business to get back up and running. And I'm going to do that tonight. So I'll share a little bit of that. This is our aftermath of Christmas. We have boxes just galore over there, and we haven't been doing much. So we have a lot of piles that Brian is about to come out here and clean up. What a mess. We got to do inventory this week. This is my to post. That is to inventory. This is to post. Like there's a bid on Oh my gosh, it's a mess. But what you gonna do out here?
I'm labeling
What are you labeling?
this bottom bin. It's not listed and no photos.
What are you talking about?
This bottom bin.
Oh.
It's just a reminder that there's no photos and not listed.
Oh, okay.
So that there's no confusion.
What's in that box?
Christmas ornaments.
Oh, so that's Christmas. We might as well put that on the low priority list.
Yep.
What else are you doing?
Just clean up from this crazy holiday with boxes and everything. We gotta put everything back where it needs to go. And
You're really messy in here.
yeah,
You're sloppy.
yeah, right.
It's all you.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Are those posted? I mean, are those listed? Your
Yes.
motorcycle helmets? Okay.
Yeah, we sold one.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep.
I got a lot to do, don't I?
Yep.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
And this is why Brian does most of the organizing. It's not perfect, but in 20 minutes, he's got boxes stored and things picked up. So I just have to get reacquainted because he's been doing everything. Very long story. Boy, it's yellow in here. It is yellow in here. Let's see if I can find something better. But anyway, I was hoping that putting makeup on would help me a little bit with my mood. It's just one of those days. It's a Sunday and I feel like I am just never gonna get to see my family again. I miss my grandson, I miss my daughter. I don't know, it's just sad. So I did some makeup. Don't know if it's helping me, but I did make a pot of iced tea. So I'm gonna go grab some of that and see what else is going on in here. I'll show you guys what it is. Looks like outside today. Outside on December the 27th is beautiful. It's absolutely, the plants aren't beautiful, but outside is beautiful. It's just gorgeous. I think it's about 69, 70 is supposed to be the high. Hi, little Jojo. Y'all enjoy it. Y'all enjoy it. But we're supposed to get a cool, cold front on Wednesday. So we've been trying to clean up the kitchen. It looks completely bare, like completely bare. There's a few remnants of things I need to put away. Did just a ton of laundry here just now and put all of that away. There's always the few things left that don't get put away. I don't know what that's about. So we have a mask and we have Peyton's swimsuit and something else. So anyway, I'm gonna go plan in just a minute. So as soon as I start planning kind of what's going on in the world with my week, because I'm off this week and I need to do some stuff for the business and I need to just do organizational chores and I need to get out and drive. I gotta get out of here. That's just a day. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all in a bit. Hey, I am sitting at the dining room table, the kitchen kind of dining room table, and I need to make some lists for what I need to do the week that I am off and kind of the week for getting back. And I'm gonna do two different lists. My professional list is really kind of done. Before I left for the holiday, I kind of drafted out what I needed to do the day that I got back, or the Sunday before. I'm gonna kind of update on that. But I always have a couple of lists. So I have chores, errands, and baking or cooking. So it's baking because this was actually the week, last week, but it's usually cooking, things I need to do. So I'm gonna go over that later. And then I have chores after Christmas. So I actually have a list for that. Don't look at my fingernails either because I've been kind of a mess just the past week with no family. It's just been weird, but I've got fingernails of a reseller. And that's my list for the grocery store for last week. So I'm going to start a list now for just AOuiBitWorn. So that's the closet name. So I need to turn off vacation. I need to share in Poshmark, which is my least favorite thing in the whole freaking world. I saw a new commercial today for Poshmark. It was talking about, it was focused on kids. It was like a lady and a family and talking about how kids' things are expensive, so she resells them on Poshmark. So I'm glad they're not doing the, hey, you can get 70% off commercial anymore, because that's not always necessarily true. I need to go through eBay and make sure that all of my listings have all the criteria. So they just added some new criteria and categories, and there's some that are always mandatory and some that are just suggested. So I need to go through and make sure all mandatory criteria are done. I need to lower some prices or have a sale. I need to go through my to post items, my money pile, to kind of not categorize, but prioritize what I want to post first, now that it's after the holidays, and you know, shoot, people are going to be looking for spring stuff before we know it. To categorize, and then I've got to do inventory, and I'm not really good at it, and I don't really understand. Thank God Brian does, so he does this piece, but the whole taxes piece of it, and inventory and all of that, I'm gonna watch a bunch of videos on, so I need to do that. I need to just kind of flip over to my AOuiBitWorn YouTube and catch up on videos, because I have been on my Lara Moro YouTube just watching gift guides and Christmas vlogmas and festive stuff. That's kind of like what I really love to do. I love to watch gift guides and get good ideas, and I got some really good ideas for teenagers and men this year that were outside of the typical norm that people suggest. So what are you doing for your business at this time of year? What's on your to-do list? Because I really need some ideas on things to do. I'll probably run a report and see like what are my oldest items and see if I want to pull them, donate them, just drop them down a lot. So run a report. Okay. Now on my week, I need to put away my Christmas gifts. I'll probably do a video on that, because I love to see what people get for Christmas. I already talked about this, but I like it because I get new ideas. There's every once in a while you get people who are kind of over the top, and it's like, really? You know, not everybody gets Versace and Chanel and Tiffany and all that. It's just not realistic. It's like those commercials on TV where everybody gets a car for Christmas. It's not happening. So I'll probably put my things away and just show what I got, and if you want to watch it, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. I need to finish putting away some Christmas. I've got just like those straggly things. I have some nativity scenes in my office. I have a backdrop kind of in my office, not a technical backdrop, but I have an area behind me that I've decorated with greenery and sprigs of red and green and gold and things like that, because I'm on Zoom calls all day and that all people see is that backdrop. So I thought I'd do that. And I need to, let's see, I gotta write at the same time and put away my gifts. I need to order backdrop supplies. So I decided, since you know, everybody kind of really liked the Christmas, that maybe I'll do snowflakes for wintertime, and then maybe something for Valentine's Day behind me, although that's not one of my favorite holidays. St. Patrick's Day. There's just different things that I can put back there to make Zooming for other people just a little bit more festive. When you see the same people over and over and over again in their same room over and over again, it probably gets pretty dull. So I need to do that. I need to clean floors, which is steam the floors. I have a great Bissell steamer and I just steam my floors, and finish dusting everywhere. So I haven't had anybody come in and clean. We both work, so two jobs, you know, I do reselling and then we both have full-time jobs. So I have she's like family to us. Her name is Norma. She's Mexican and she's just amazing, but over the past couple of months, we haven't had her come because of COVID. Her husband had heart surgery, like emergency heart surgery. I just don't want her taking any chances, but then again, it's very difficult for her to continue to pay bills. At the beginning of COVID, we went about 3 months without having her here, and I paid her anyway, just because that was just my paying it forward, I guess, my helping. But anyway, I gotta dust, and I want to go thrifting. So I'd like to go thrifting. I haven't been in a long time. Brian will be at work, or he wouldn't let me because we have a big money pile, but I want to go. And especially since, you know, who knows what's going to happen with COVID. It seems like, you know, there's so many people traveling that we could just have a, you know, mass breakout of it in a few weeks. But I need to list. I got to put that on my AOuiBitWorn. I definitely need to list and start the algorithm up again. And then I got a new planner, so I really kind of want to plan my planner. I bought this for me. I do really great at putting things in a planner for about 2-3 months, and then I just revert right back to the one on my phone because everything that I do is driven around work and my work schedule. But I do like to put things in here for the business. And I got another one. I got to go find it. It's a weekly planner. I got me one. I got my daughter one. I got Tori from AOuiBitWorn one, and Bill. It does say Tori and Bill. And a couple of friends one that's a weekly planner. So it helps you look at your week and decide, you know, what you want your week to look like, what your goals are for the week, etc. And then I got a Skinny Taste meal planner. I got all these planners that I'm probably going to use just a little bit and then quit using. But anyway, I bought these for myself off Amazon. But this is just really cool. It's got your whole kind of calorie tracking, and I'm going to start back on Weight Watchers. I've got the app, so I probably won't write down things, but I'll definitely plan meals in here because it has breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks over here. I have people in this house, everybody eats something different, which drives me absolutely insane. So not only is everybody trying to make something different in the kitchen, and you have to plan for that, but you also have to have storage for that. You know, the pantry has all this stuff. The refrigerator always ends up empty. I mean, full of all this stuff, and it's never empty. So I've got all those. And then I've got the 2 Magnolia tables. I think, did I show you guys? I think it did. I'm kind of halfway through reading the first one, and then I want to read through the second one. Or no, this is the second one. I'm halfway reading the first one, and then I want to finish the second one. So that's kind of what is going on right now. I need to get online and order a few things on Amazon and kind of check my email and go through Facebook. I'm not a huge Facebooker, but I try to check in every once in a while. I'm trying to find my mouse. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So it's Sunday afternoon. Brian's just went up to play video games with Bill, and Bill and Tori go live at 6 my time, which is 4 hours. So I've got plenty of time to get some things done. And I'll check back with you this evening. Well, it's 9:30 and it's Sunday, so this is the weekend vlog wrap up. I know it's been kind of boring, but that's just what we were doing this weekend, the weekend after Christmas, getting things all back together. I start my week off tomorrow and we'll start a whole other vlog. So thanks guys for joining, and let me know down below what you guys are doing for the business to get ready for 2021. I need ideas. Thanks. Bye, everybody. Happy 2021. Let's hope it gets better. Bye.